Good morning, students. So, in today's session, this short video lecture, we are going to look on to the concept of material management. So, before entering into the direct concept of material management, I just want to give a hint on. I know we used to have learned in principles of management regarding what are the four M's of management. Okay, important concept of four M's of management. That one will be men, the other one would be money, then it is machines and materials. So in this video lecture, we'll be looking more into the concept of materials. So as per a research in a financial statement of any organization, it is said that the majority or the 60% of the total expenditure is for the materials invested in the particular organization. So for the materials is the majority cost, which is 60% of the total expenditure is accounted. So this is, and it is clearly it is clearly understood that so material management is the importance lies in the fact that how a materials manager would work on to reduce the material cost to the organization. So material cost would be the cost which would be undergone in order to acquire the raw material. Might be the raw material, might be the spare parts, might be the packaging cost, or all those things will be coming under material management or material cost. So besides that, in order to emphasize more on the importance of managing the material, I could come up with a small example telling. So if in an organization with a turnover of 10 million and which about 6 million, the material cost would be the cost of material would be 6 million and the profitability would be around 1 million. And if a person is asked to increase the profitability by 0.3 million, the two possible methodologies I can quote is, one is that as normal we can increase the sales by around 30% in a specific span of time, so that we'll increase the profitability by 0.3 million. The other possible methodology is that we can concentrate in reducing the material cost by 5%, so that we can attain the profitability rate of 0.3 within the specified period. 0.3 million within the specified span of time. So this shows this emphasizes the importance of managing the material in a proper manner in order to reach the organizational goals. So let's get into the subject now. So yes, in this video we are going to see what is material management and functions of material management, importance of material management, and the integrated concept of material management, need for integrated concept, and the advantages of integrated material management. So yes, material management is a scientific technique concerned with planning, organizing and controlling of the material from the initial purchase to the destination. Yes, so material management is not only about the purchasing of the right material at the right time, but until the destination, until the distribution stuff, this material management is emphasized. Material management, as a definition, is a process which integrates the flow of supplies into, through and out of an organization to achieve a level of service which ensures that the right material are available at the right place at the time in the right quantity and quality and at the right cost. It includes the function of procurement, materials handling and storage, production and inventory control, packaging, transport and associated information system and their application throughout the supply, manufacturing, service and distribution sector. So material management is into all the sectors from the raw material procurement to the distribution sector. So the entire functions of an organization, the material management is important. And next we are going to look into what is functions of material management. We do have around 6 functions. One is materials planning. So materials planning deals and more with the scientific method of planning for materials. Maybe we will follow a bill of explosion method or a consumption analysis method. Any scientific methodology that we follow to plan the material, what kind of material is required and how much material is required, how much we need to stock, and at what cost we can purchase it, and all these things will be coming under materials planning. And the next one is purchasing. It is actually the procurement of goods and services from external agencies at the right cost, at the right time, and at right quality and right quantity. We need to actually purchase all those any raw material or any kind of materials by considering all these factors, whether it is at lowest price which we get it, or whether is it at right quality and with right quantity, and within the specific time is it possible to purchase that thing, or whether it is possible if we can get those things at the right proper time. So the next one is the inventory control. It highly deals with the stock control system which we follow on. How much material can actually stock at one particular time, and what are the methodologies we follow to track those system. Might be a barcoding system, or how we are going to track those stocks actually we have it, and how we are having and stocking it, and how we are controlling those inventories. So that's all about the inventory control function. And the next is receiving function, or the department which deals with actually no, unloading the materials that we receive, that we purchase, and they need to check on whether the material received is of actual demanded quantity, demanded quality, and within the specified time, and they need to verify that before they put it into, or they move on to the store. So the entire verification process is done by the receiving department. And the next one is stores actually, as everyone knows, it store the material purchased, and it actually distribute when it is actually required as per the strategies or as per the procedures which is followed in any of the organization. And the final is the scrap and surplus disposal function. So this is a very actually an important function, because it is actually converting the waste into wealth concept also could be included in this particular function, because any particular scrap of any particular department might be an important raw material for some other department. So in that case, if you are able to integrate that properly and work on those, any of the wastes could be converted into a wealth. So properly managing this particular department may give much of proper management for the materials too. So this is all about the functions of material management. So now we'll see why material management is important, and one is cost reduction. So when we plan accordingly, or the plan as no, we can reduce in warehousing cost of materials. If we plan, if the right materials is reached at the right time, there is no need to warehouse or stock them for a longer period of time, so that could be reduced. So similarly, we can plan in any number of means to reduce the cost that is invested for managing the material. And the next one is waste elimination. As I told earlier, some waste in particular department could be turned as an important raw material in any other department. So that could be, and simply wasting could be eliminated in that if we properly manage the material. And the next one is better inventory planning, and next one, better buyer and supplier relationship. So if we have a proper planning methodology, and if we demand on the right material for the right cost, so we do have a proper rapport with the suppliers and the buyers. So in that cases, we'll have a great maintaining, no, we have a better rapport with all those buyers and suppliers. And the next one is reducing the handling cost, and the next one, improved productivity. So if we get the raw material at the right time at the right place, so naturally there's a chance of improving the productivity. We don't need to waste our time in receiving those raw materials when we get it at the right that time with the right quality, so it will definitely improve the productivity and the increased profitability. So as we plan the materials in a proper manner, as I told in the beginning of the session itself, there is a right, the way we plan, if we plan it rightly, there's a right chance of improving the profitability. Now we'll see what is integrated material management. The term integrated material management refers to the management of resource in an integrative manner to make way for national economic development through efficient utilization of MIS, which is Management Information System, advanced technologies and innovation, economic material for manufacturing. So the need for the integrated material management would be to decide on the purchase of materials and to ensure the centralization of power. So one particular material manager would handle the entire process of purchasing or whatever into each particular department could be handled under the centralized power of one particular material manager, and to coordinate all functions of the department, ensure quick and accurate decision making. So if one raw materials is available in the organization, and if the material manager could decide upon if some any other department need that particular raw material, it could be transferred quickly and the materials could be handled easily, because it has a centralized power and they can decide upon any decision as it is, because it is already the data are completely handled under one particular department, so they can easily transfer the requirement of any products or materials. So next one is to administer data analysis by electronic data processing and use of computing technology. Next one, to emphasize on the opportunity for growth. Now we'll see what are the scope of integrated material management, and first one is material planning and control. So based on the sales forecast and production planning, the material planning and control is done. So it involves estimating the individual requirement of the parts, preparing the material budget, forecasting the level of inventories which we actually have, and scheduling the orders and monitoring the performance in relation to production and sales. The next one is purchasing. So purchasing, this includes selection of sources of supply from where you are going to purchase, and finalization of terms of purchase, and placement of purchase order, follow up, and maintenance of smooth relationship with the suppliers, and to approval of payment is done to suppliers, and evaluating and rating suppliers whether they are doing right or wrong, and know whether we want to improve on those stuff, and whether we want to change those suppliers. So those things are done under purchasing. And next one is stores and inventory. So this includes physical control of material, preservation of the stores, so minimization of obsolescence and damage through timely disposal and handling, maintenance of the, so we need to manage it accordingly in order to reduce the what obsolescence, which is now placing in without use, and damage. So that is done through stores and inventory control, and also handling maintenance of store record, proper location and stocking, verification of the stock. All these things happen under stores and inventory control. So these are all the scope of integrated material management. So the advantages of integrated material management would be better accountability, as it is a centralized concept and the control point is to one particular department or one particular manager. The accountability level will be high. So every information will be stored in the material management department or the particular manager. So he will definitely will have the great ownership to handle all those stuff. So the accountability level is very high. And next is better better coordination. So those material management, the particular material department would have a better coordination with all other departments. So in order to know when to purchase, what to purchase, they'll have a complete information, so they'll have a great coordination. And next one is they have a better performance level. So they perform in a greater manner, since they have a great coordination and accountability and the material management, the performance level would be also higher, as the materials are available as and when it is required throughout the organization. So the next one is adaptability to EDP. EDP is electronic data processing. So it is easy for collating and collection and collation of data about the material. So entire information is available in one particular department. And the miscellaneous advantages, like any person who is involved in that particular department, he's not actually confined to any one particular activity, but in a broader term or in a long-term period, he'll be used to all broader perspectives, not into one confined. Only purchase means not only for purchase, but for the entire concept, how to manage the entire material, right from warehousing. He will be aware of many things, which will naturally increase the morale of the employee, since he's getting aware of many things into that particular organization. So the understanding of the employees would be very high. So these are the advantages of integrated material management concept. So in a nutshell, in today's video lecture, we learned what is material management, functions of material management, the importance of material management, what is the integrated material management concept, and the need for integrated material management, and the advantages of integrated material management. So all these things we covered up in this video. So thanks for watching, and we'll meet you in the next lecture.